morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and those who are neither, wherever you are in the world. I'm Rambling Rusty Elm, and this is Rambling with Rusty. Last time on Rambling with Rusty, we made our way through the northwestern, or the western, no, I guess the best way to say it is the northern portion of the western trimester of Cold Harbor. And we freed Scordo the Knife. And prior to that, I guess yesterday we just did the Tower of Lies. And the day before we did the Moonless Walk, helped out the Lamia and the Wood Elves. And today we are going to head over to the Lightless Oubliette and finish off the Moonless Walk quest and as we start the rescue of the last king of the Alieades. I believe his name's King Leleander or something along those lines. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's see, we need to talk to her over here.
My people rejoice. Most consider us monsters, but you helped us. We will never forget your generosity and compassion. My egg sisters will live, and life, even in this wretched place, is precious. As I promised, this door leads to the tower. I do not know what the tower holds, but we have heard the cries for help from within. Be careful in there, outsider. This is Cold Harbor. Even the most mundane things can hide terrible dangers. The Khajiit told me of a city of safety to the east. I will take some of my people, for we would very much like to see this city. We will be there if you have need of us, my friend.
Ah, there's the third one. If I can find a way into it.
To free me from my bonds. I have waited for centuries. And waited and waited. Do you know how boring that can be? But now, the Radiant One knows many things. She knew that one day the city she plunged into Cold Harbor would serve her purpose. At first, she thought I would fulfill that prophecy. But I failed. Have no fear. I am as alive as you are. Molag Bal has preserved me so that I can endure his endless tortures. His cruelty knows no bounds. I can't slip free of this Lightless Oubliette, but I have managed to send my projection to meet you. I knew you were the one I was waiting for. Molag Bal locked me away for a reason. He fears me. Once you set me free, we can make him regret the day he made us his enemy. You made it this far, just as I had predicted. I am glad to see that my calculations were not in error. Now, if you are ready, we have a prison to break out of. I was captured shortly after Meridia pushed her city into this dread realm. This prison relies on darkness. Early on, I almost broke free. Now Molag Bal shapes the darkness itself to bind me. Molag Bal has trapped me within a pillar of darkness, infused with his own vile energy and powered by the light of Meridia. That, however, will be his undoing. But to reach me, you must first unlock the prison door. Morag Ball uses crystallized darkness to hold me and suppress my power. Move the crystals from their locations to the prison door, and the way shall be opened for you. Enter the light and collect the Mind Shadow Crystal. Then place it on the central dais at the entrance.
There are none left to stand against us.
She's delusional.
Shining steel!
Oh, I have to avoid those. Okay.
Enter the garden and collect the Light Shadow
Shining
Crystal.
steel.
Then place it on the central dais at the entrance.
Ready to write the next? I hope I was of some assistance. Stendarr see you safely to your rest.
Okay.
Enter the frozen alcove and collect the flame shadow crystal. Then place it on the central dais at the entrance.
So the last time I came into this one, I got knocked into a door and got stuck.
That's the end of that tale. You've met your match.
Probably by this guy. Standing here at the exit. Anything down there? No.
Well done, my friend. Now, enter the Oubliette and set me free. freedom at long last. My calculations suggested that you had a slightly better chance to fail rather than to succeed. I suspect, though, that you often beat the odds. Thank you. No? A little weary, perhaps, but not injured. My mind remains sharp, however. I suggest we make our escape from this place. It is the only tactically agreed. You have done well to make it this far. But there is still more to do to set me free. This portal leads to the Hollow City. We shall talk again when we are safely inside its walls.
Okay.
Riding with you is quite the journey. Look around us.
It's cold, it's blue, it's... Blech.
The pieces begin to fall into place. With the king's aid...
I have barely set foot within these hallowed walls, and I already feel 1,000 times better. And now that you are here, we can determine our next move against the vile Molag Bal. I must take stock of our assets and resources, determine just how much might we can bring to bear. Only then can I develop a strategy that shall allow us to win this war. But forgive me, I wanted to convey that you performed admirably at the tower. It is good to be back in this ancient city. I need to assess our strengths and weaknesses, determine how best to make our assault against Molag Bal. If we strike before we build up a sufficient force, the soldiers, the ones who call themselves the Fighters Guild, they seem strong and capable, at least at first glance. I shall... No leader? Well, that is an unacceptable situation. I shall take command of this Fighter Guild force. It is the only logical solution. Talk to the...
The pieces begin to fall into place. With the king's aid, we shall assemble...
Yeah, you keep saying that. Why does it want me to talk to you? Oh. Restore Hollow City.
Your nagging is becoming more annoying than my persistent rash. We finally have a secure base. To go back outside without a plan is even too foolhardy for me.
You want us to hide behind these walls? To leave our comrades to die while you sip wine and lounge about? You have no honor, knight.
Don't lecture me about honor, elf. You have no idea what I've seen or what I've gone through. My apologies for that display. The whole rash comment. Just a figure of speech, of course. So, I suppose you know more about this place than any of us. Like where I can get a decent drink? A safe haven, eh? I didn't really expect to see cheerful flowers and clear water anywhere in this dark realm. I assumed we were walking into untimely and painful deaths. Glad to see I was wrong this one time. I couldn't let you go off and save the world all by yourself, could I? Not with just these Fighters Guild braggarts. Besides, there was a portal. How could I not step through and see what was on the other side? That's a good question. I heard that Captain Alfari was killed shortly after we were scattered. I was hoping to find another officer here, but no such luck. An Alieade? I thought they were all, you know, dead. Of course, this is a Daedric Prince's plane. I really need to stop being surprised by such revelations. I have a feeling that won't be the strangest thing I find out before this is all over.
Attend me, soldiers. We have a war to win, and time grows short.
What in Ariel's name is this? Who are you?
So that's the last Alieade, huh? I thought he'd be more dusty. Isn't that what happens when elves get really, really old?
Shut it, you fop.
Who's in charge of this group? Step forward and address me. Then allow me to rectify that. I shall lead you. We shall recover your comrades and complete your mission. If that does not work for you, your services are no longer needed.
I don't know who you are, but you aren't Fighters Guild. You have no authority over us.
Do you challenge me, then? Do you want me to kill you to prove my combat prowess to your companions?
I wouldn't necessarily mind seeing that. He is kind of annoying.
I refuse to leave our guildmates to rot in the wilds of this wicked place. I don't care about the dangers. How would you...
You want to survive. If you want to win this, you must trust me. Allow me to explain why you need my leadership. We shall work this out. I understand your reservations, but with my leadership, the Fighters Guild will help us win this war. I do not expect this group to blindly trust me. That would be foolish. I plan to instill them with confidence so that when the others arrive, they will follow me without question. For now, I shall speak with each soldier here. Tell them what I think we should do and how we should do it. Perhaps listen to their opinions. To rush into battle with no allegiance is to command a unit that is already defeated. Continue to amass our forces until we have enough troops. Then we meet in council and plan our attack. The chasm to the north protects Morlog Bog.
Not much of a Fighters Guild hall, but better than a hole in the wall, I suppose.
Yes.
Did you find my loot? I feel almost naked without it. You found it! How wonderful! Oh, I missed my loot for last so much. Oh, thank you. Oh, I feel so happy. I think I want to play a song now. Oh, Fala, let's make some beautiful music together. I'm so happy I could just sing. After our city wound up in Cold Harbor, everyone was scattered. I sought shelter in a cave. Big mistake. The Dremora in there, they were having some kind of... After more years than I care to remember, they gave me short rest periods every few days, but they kept my loot so I wouldn't run away. Eventually, I just...
Yes, my vision dream speaks true. You are the one my mistress seeks.
Welcome to the Hollow City Undaunted. I'm sure you found that, like Cold Harbor itself, there's plenty here to test yourself against. I don't think I'm your typical spirit, but I'm as dead as a tree in Apocrypha. Though you don't have to be alive to be an Undaunted, especially in Cold Harbor. I've seen Daedra torture and flay the dead as easily as they do the living. Don't know. No Daedra's been able to claim my second life.
This one hopes the Hollow City finds you well, undaunted. Meridia's wayward township is many things, but it's never dull. My friend, simply walking the crumbling earth of Cold Harbor is proof enough of courage, and surviving a testament to strength. Though, I suppose, there is one place the Daedra call it the Vaults of Madness. It is the home of a demigod known as the Mad Architect. This one thinks he's Daedric, others a mere mortal with frightening magical ability. He builds for the Daedric princes, black spired castles, bleeding towers of flesh, buildings as grotesque as they are instant. This one is called Tubadan, the most dauntless of the Undaunted. The Mane of Meridia's vanished city, they call him. An honor this must... Would you like to buy a drink for this Khajiit? Your generosity is 5 clawed, my friend. Listen, everyone. That one bought this one a drink. This calls for a song.
You asked for a drink? Tubadan, you're dead. What a waste of coin.
You're an idiot, Tubadan.
Silence, both of you. That one bought Khajiit a drink.
So now you're going to sing?
No. Khajiit is most undaunted here. You will sing.
What? No!
And you will sing, Saba.
Go play in the Vaults of Madness, Tubadan.
All are staying in this tavern until you sing. So sing, fools!
Who knows no fear of beast or blade?
Undaunted! Undaunted!
Yes! Yes!
Who knows no fear of Daedric plains?
Tell me! Tell me who!
We are Undaunted! Who knows no fear of death of age?
Louder! By the bright moons! Louder!
Undaunted! Undaunted! We are Undaunted!
That's the stuff!
Someone pass a sword through my face.
It wouldn't kill you. Plenty for an Undaunted to see and to do in Cold Harbor, my friend. As long as you like walking headlong into danger. There are creatures here that can slay even the dead. Let me know if you want to. Name's Saba. Saba the Bone Crusher. Good to see a fellow Undaunted. And a live one at that. I'm glad the extended family is still recruiting new members. There's not much I can do. Can't move on from this plane. And being dead, I can't return to Tamriel. At least they're Daedra to match blades with. I don't care much for that story. Ask Tubadum.
Well, folks, we are at the end of the episode. We're a little over. Loved listening to that little bit of pageantry go on there. When we come back next time, we will head out the east door up here and see what trouble awaits. Until then, I'm Ramblin' Rusty Elm. Have a good night, and don't forget to stop and smell the roses.